Good afternoon, parents. Mrs. P here, and I want to talk to you about the lesson we went over today. We actually started it yesterday, continued it today, and really kind of wrapped it up. And it's a little bit confusing for the students, and so I wanted to make sure to make a video, hopefully a quick video, because if it's too long, it might get even more confusing, so I don't want to do that to the students. But today we did a lesson known as 7.7. It is called Combining Like Terms. And if the students have watched my other 4 videos before this, they will understand that we've talked about terms. I'm going to go over them really quick and then show you what it means for us to combine them. So terms are what surround an addition or subtraction problem when we're thinking about algebraic expressions. Again, numerical expression being all numbers, algebraic expression including a variable, a letter into that expression. And the terms are those things. If I have a problem such as x plus 2y plus 8, the terms are anything that surround that addition or subtraction sign. So x is a term, 2y is a term, and 8 is a term. X, 2y, and 8. Put the plus sign up. And 8. Those are the terms. We then went on to talk about coefficients, and I believe I talked about that in a video. When you look at these things, if these are the terms, coefficients are the items, or the numbers that are being multiplied by the variable. And here you have an x, so you don't see a number. So it's understood in mathematics, if I ask what that is, you would tell me it's 1x. So its coefficient, the number that would be multiplied by it, is 1, because 1 times anything just gives you back what you had. The coefficient here is 2. And this does not have a coefficient because there is no variable with it. Now, why is that important? They need to know what the difference between terms are and coefficients, because what we're working on is combining like terms. So if I look at this algebraic expression and I ask the students, can you combine any like terms? They should be able to tell me, no, Mrs. P, x doesn't look like 2y, and 2y does not look like 8. The terms that you combine must have the same variable, and they must have the same exponent, which of course, remember, that is a power of, it's the thing I talked about with base 10 numbers. Here they learn to add zeros. I'm teaching them. That doesn't mean add 2 zeros. It doesn't mean 7 times 2. I don't got that much power. But it means 7 times 7, which is 49. So, if I want to combine any like terms in an algebraic expression, which they also learned today, a fancy name for that is called polynomial. If I want to combine any of those things, they must look alike. They must have the same variable, and they must have the same exponent. And in this case, they do not have any. Your students have actually been, they have actually been combining like terms ever since they entered school. If you ask your students what that is, they're going to tell you it's 10. There's a term, there's a term. They put them together. Those terms just happen to both be numbers. Now I'm going to ask them, can you combine any like terms? They're going to say, well, there's one x, and there's another x. How many x's do you see? 2x. It's the same principle that they've been doing, but now we're looking at variables. And the important thing in this concept is they have to be exactly alike. That's an x, that's an x. I can put those 2 x's together and say I have 2 x's. If I change that any way, then I cannot put those together. That's an x by itself. This is an x squared. I will not get the same value for those, so I cannot combine them. And that is what we're working on. And your students were able to define this for me. Combining like terms means to put together similar parts in an expression when we're working with addition and subtraction. That's combining like terms. And we went through a number of these problems today. They did watch a video on it that was an 11-minute video from Math Antics. I'm now making this video, hopefully a short but precise video. And they also have homework for this tonight. 2 problems. They're asking them, what do you have? What do they want you to do? What can you do with it when it comes to combining like terms, putting together similar parts in an addition and subtraction algebraic expression. That's it for tonight. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. Until the next time, have a good evening again.